Yeah, that's not fast enough. Okay, we'll get one more shot at this. Yep, they can be any fox color. I used to have mine set to something else, but I think Silent uploaded the most recent save and it was reverted. So, any valid save, right? I know, I'm not gonna let this get to me tonight. I'm at 110 attempts of this run, and the last one I failed, I had a 12-second world record and clicked the wrong button at the end of a half-hour run. So I just lost half a second there from rolling. Like I literally only do have like a 12-second margin of error in this category. So like even if I make like little dumb mistakes at the beginning, it's not like worth continuing. So, unfortunately. I think I have an actual problem like aiming my joystick. Like I just can't, I run into geometry so often and it's a problem. You think it was a right decision not to include teleport dash? Yeah, of course. Otherwise, you'd almost have no reason to, like, the game is kind of broken when you have that. So the bosses aren't really designed to work around it either. Also, I will tell you, like, just take it from me, speedrunner rad, speedrunning with the laurels fucking sucks. It is so much harder to do than running. It is so imprecise, and you make so many little mistakes. I think this run, it would definitely be interesting, but it would be very frustrating, I think. It would be very hard to optimize. It's not a good time for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, you could also like max your stamina out on a New Game Plus save, and it would just be like, you'd have to like memorize the routing for like dashing, and it would just be a nightmare. It would be so unfun. I mean, it would look cool. Maybe it would be fun if you got it like really well established, but I'm kind of surprised I didn't die there. Good evening, Lemon Pocky. Welcome in. So this looks like it's a little slow. If I don't die right here, we'll make up the time. Or most of it anyway. Dude, are you kidding me? Yeah, this is too slow. Yeah, that's yeah, unfortunate. Already too many mistakes. You'll see when we hit Dark Tomb, it'll be like I'll have lost like 4 seconds or so. Dead on 4 seconds. Yep. So the only way for this to be a good run now is if I'm like extremely risky with every strat from here on out. Still like 4 seconds down. Like even YOLOing all of that. Well, okay. Okay, well, that's how you gold, I guess. Alright, good night, Arcane Tanuki, if you're still here. Thanks for dropping by. Whoop! This makes me kind of mad, though, right? Like, because, like, on any other decent run, I would be up by, like, 3 or 4 seconds. And now I'm, like, down a second. So, like, even if this finishes wonderfully, it's still going to be... I'm still gonna feel like it wasn't a good run. I don't know. It's a tough way to look at it, but that's just how it is. Right now is when I would normally transition. So 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of extra risky strats. So we are still about 3 seconds behind a good run. If that makes sense. Like, because I know that I was getting into Forbidden Pass at about 8:20 on the ones that we've been failing, but that were good up until this point. So even if this goes like spectacularly, we're probably looking overall for the run at like a 9-second save. Probably. The last time I had a good run going here, I actually aggroed everyone, and they just left me alone, and I just got lucky. It was very weird. Good practice either way. So that's why you don't have Tincture on. If you had Tincture on, that would kill you in one hit. So that's kind of the sacrifice that I make. Tincture would make it easier to damage down in other parts of the game. But yeah, I don't know. You lose time switching trinkets like that. Because the game clock pauses when you're in the trinket menu for whatever reason. See, I mean, this is disgusting. Like, there's 2 golds tonight now, and we basically haven't saved any time. At most here, I think the time save that's left is there's like 5 to 6 seconds in this double admin, because I think I messed that up in my PB. And then there's like maybe a second in the scav fight for some reason. I don't remember why. But I feel like I usually save about a second there if I just do it normally. Okay, don't know how that one missed, but whatever. That's time loss. No, Keatsuke. Tincture does not have an impact because we are already maxing out our attack. It cannot go above 8. Excellent Dragon. I would say, I'm not sure there is canonical in Tunic. I think the ethos of this game is that there is no canon except what's in your head. Yeah, so Keatsuke, the way it works is, I guess, attack gets added pre-bonus, and then all that gets taken away, you know, when you go far shore, if you don't have the relics. But for whatever reason, the orange peril ring bonus is added after all of those calculations, so even when you're in far shore without the relic, you can still do 2 damage instead of 1 with that. So things like pepper don't work in the far shore, right? That's why we never eat pepper to fight the air, but the peril ring does. So you can get your attack up to 16 with the peril ring and a maxed out attack, but I don't think it can go above that. And as far as we know, it only applies to a handheld weapon. Like, it's not like it makes your beams or your firecrackers or anything like that impact harder, right? Why did I lose my run there? Well, that went well. I do like to imagine he's like the size of the plush. I mean, a sword is pretty big though, right? And the mask, the scavenger mask, kind of fits him. So he's not that different than the other inhabitants of the world. I wish I could run straighter here. My fingers just cannot stay still enough. I don't remember what I'm doing now. Red key. Right. It literally was like, I have no idea. Yeah, scavengers are cool. I like the librarian and I like the scavenger creatures the most. My guess, Jabber, is that the only reason that that librarian like scene is impactful to you is because you don't have any control of the character in that scene, right? And they changed that. Yeah. Hey, Phantom. Yeah, I always lose a second here, and I have no idea how I did it faster. I guess just the little confusion at the beginning. I don't know. This is like my hardest split. Like, I have no idea what I mess up about this so much, but I just do. So I had to reposition there, so I definitely lost like half a second or so. And then we just hope the bird isn't here. Hey, what do you know? He's here. No, he didn't alert the fairies. That's what I mean. Even though the bird's there sometimes, doesn't always mean they're gonna alert the fairies. It's strange. Yeah, the giant bird only comes out if you aggro the GameCube crab for some reason. We don't really know why. We just think maybe it's like, you know, aggro radius is higher. Yes, Jabber, that's why. I mean, ice grappling is essentially not allowed in this category, so. It's like whether it passes through a wall or not, right? I mean, because if it didn't pass through a wall, why would you ever do it? Right? So it's like essentially not allowed. I mean, I feel like the rules could be clarified a little bit just to say, like, you cannot ice grapple, right? I feel like that would just, like, make a little bit more sense, because there's never a point where it's, like, relevant, except in 100%, where you have to do it that one time. I think I want regular now. I can't even remember the route, honestly. Just having done unrestricted, it's like messing with me so much. So like tincture would help there. Do y'all know how many times in my Tunic career I've missed this grenade throw? Too many. Yes, I put that chest there for fun. It's just a fairy chest, but you have to run by, so it doesn't matter. Like, you have to run by it 3 times, so even if you mess it up once, it's actually pretty excellent, because in 100% it's relevant. Like, that's a good strat. Pretty close. If I just had a good opening, it would have been 4 seconds faster. Feels good though. 8 seconds is good. I was still a little raw over the New Game Plus unrestricted fail earlier, so the beginning of the run I think I was a little salty, but it came together. Yeah, this is world record by about 4 seconds. I mean, out of 2 people that have run this category, but yeah. This is the lowest it's ever been. Single segment. So now the world record is gonna have me going, wait, what do I do next? Whatever. So that actually pushed it 1 second beyond a minute. So like my first submission in this category was a 23:41. So I've cut a minute out of that since then, which is a lot more than I thought I would ever cut out of it. I really like the round number though. 22:40 is pretty nice. And it has the game's actual music in it this time. Why is the air so much bigger?